Hello, everybody. It's the day after New Year's, and I had made an appointment with my mechanic just down the road to put on the snow tires. Turned out to be a good day because it's snowing for a good day to put on the snow tires, which haven't really been needed till now. So I got up early. I fed the kids. I fed the frills. I brought back the garbage bin because it had just been taken. Had to move the Pacificas, had to get out the Mini, did all of that, get here, and the owner isn't there. One of the mechanics is handling everything, and he's kind of swamped. And I had an appointment, so he said it's going to take a while. So I said, okay, I'm going to go have breakfast, and if it's still not ready, I'll just walk back. It's a 20-minute walk from there, and the auto place is on the way back to my house anyway. Hello, everybody. I dropped off the car, went and had the breakfast, and the car wasn't ready. There's some delay. It's fine. They were very, very busy today. So I said the good thing about living here is I can just walk. So I just walk around. Fortunately, I'm wearing my boots, and I'm wearing a heavy coat, and I just have to walk straight up this road. Now I had a conversation with the owner of the auto place, who I've known for years. And I go, look, is there like an unwritten code that nobody shovels in sidewalks in Chatham? And he said, yes. He said, you might find 1 in 10 who do it. But he said, he's lived here all his life. He goes, Chathamites are a bit lazy. They tend not to. Now, having said that, there's not a single, all the way up this road, another 1.5 kilometers is my house, and I don't see a single shoveled sidewalk in sight. However, just as I said that, this gentleman there, I think the only person in Chatham who actually, shovels their sidewalks. Nobody else. Yeah, that's the only one. Anyway, it's quite cold, but I'm bundled. I'll go home, warm up a bit. Once the car is ready, he'll call me, and I'll walk back for about 20 minutes and pick it up. Bye for now. Hello, everybody. Look, it's Lcee playing with a gift from my amazing neighbors. I am so touched. I'm not going to show the neighbors because of anonymity and all of that stuff, but it's like Christmas, it's New Year's, it's Bass Day, it's all kinds of things. I'm unwrapping. It's amazing. It's lots and lots of toys and treats for myself, the nuttiest of professors, and for my children. So as I keep saying, I won the lottery with this house. Best, I've got to get a t-shirt. Best neighbors ever, So I think I'm going to have to get t-shirts made up. Look, and Lcee is just going nuts over this. It's like a ball. It's a ball of catnip. It's like a catnip ball, and he's going wild. It's his version of partying. Anyway, bye for now. I'm still opening. This really feels like a Christmas to me now. It really does. Okay, bye for now. Can you get it? Hello, everybody. I have it taped in maybe half an hour, just because for me, I was actually sort of speechless. I'm just so touched, and just means so much to me that my neighbors, who I hardly know, I know 3 months, but they've just been so wonderful, and they did this for me that it's huge. They went to town, sort of like my relatives do when we celebrate, with gifts and things, and such thoughtful, such wonderful gifts, and put so much time and effort, and not just that, wrapping them, and I did tell them the significance of snowmen. Snowflakes, but I forgot to tell them that snowmen are also a symbol for something else, I don't even know where to start with this, and I opened them all up here. A whole bunch of the gourmet cat stuff that I get for the cats. They got Tiki Cat and Veruva and tummy toppers, and opening. It's truly Christmas. And as I said, I called it winter solstice, whatever. But people who celebrate Christmas, I'm willing to call it Christmas. It's a celebration and it's symbolic, and and it's the time of giving, as the husband said. So they gave a lot, and I can't express how much of a push this is for me, So, a little melodramatic, but this is almost literally a life-saving gesture, or could be, even though the pulls they're still going to be freaking strong, because that's the shadowy stuff that I was getting into. But so this is my neighbors, the people that I have mentioned before, anonymously, of course, who look after the ferals when I'm out of town, and the parents of Jack. So Jack, I'm using his name because it's kind of, he's a cat, so I don't think he minds. So this is Jack's parents. Brought over, and they asked if they was going to be home, and I picked up the Mini, and I suspected they might be bringing a couple of small token gifts for New Year's, but this I did not expect. I did not expect this degree of of giving, of effort, of things that are important to me. Can you believe this? Cat dad, socks, and I showed them. I have cat dad socks from my cat rescuer friends, that one from the one out of province. There's a second pair, but I just got one to show. And this is from my cat rescuer friend in Toronto, the intellectual cats with the glasses. I'm still kind of difficult for me to speak because I'm still kind of overwhelmed. So there's just so much stuff. I don't know, it's all over the place now. I'm just opening and opening and opening, like the proverbial kid in Christmas, and just all kinds of treats for the kids. And this one is it's a catnip ball, and Lcee actually came and was playing in front of them. He's becoming the social one. But they were chasing it around. I guess they're just and there's like this kind of treat, and that kind of treat, and this kind of gourmet food, and that kind of gourmet food, and there's gifts for me. There's a keychain. Sorry, I can't. I have plans with my cat. And those cat treats, and this one the husband made. He's handy, and he's a craft person. It's his hobby, and he made this. So it's a cat, and this is symbolic. As I said to them, it turned out that he made it with wood that came out of the shed that my beloved ferals live in. And he made it with wood that came out of that shed, and it's got, because he knows about my cars, so he's got like a key, and I don't even want to put it in the front hall because I don't want to like invite thieves or something, so they're like going to put it in the laundry room, and I think that's a good idea, and I put all the car keys on it. The laundry room doesn't have windows, I strongly doubt that anyone's going to like see a cat key holder from outside and go, oh, there are keys to two old cars there. Just me being a little kind of paranoid. But and then there's like this. Okay, life is better with the cat, which is 100% true. And this, it's a little. I said some time ago, friends gave me one that was like similar to this, but it was a bit bigger, so it was like a doorstop. So there's so much cat stuff. And these are people that I've only known like 4 months, and I'm very touched. I'm really, really, I can't express how much this means to me. And I was being nutty professor, so I did, talk about puss, and the husband's going, there's like children's stories, and the guy, but it's also very symbolic. So I told him the thing about the story of Puss and how he goes to hell and then he comes back to the so-called ordinary world, but for his dog friend, or I'm not calling people dogs, but I mean the symbolism is that the extraordinary world is the ordinary world, and you go through all of that stuff, and I come back for like Odysseus returned for his family, and I explained that, his human family. I've returned. I put all my effort into staying here for my family, which is these three, and now the extended family outside, and my friends. My friends are very, very important to me, and they're, and these people, I consider them to be friends, I'm very touched by this gesture, not only the expense of doing all of this, but the thought and the effort of doing things that are meaningful to me. Hand making a cat-shaped key holder, and that cat, and the keychain, and the cat that socks, which is like, my cat rescuer friends, who I've known for years. They went online and got the stuff, and these people, I've only known them 3 or 4 months, and they got just the. It's very precious to me, So I don't know what to say. So I've been I've been just feeding the kids all over the place because and I'd opened one of the things and Lcee was eating in front of them. So Lcee was being very bold. So I'm just going to now, and because everything, I just got so moved, and they were here, and it was so. Even though I am a hermit, I showed them the paintings that a former friend did a long time ago, went schizophrenic, but and he called that one, that's a long time ago, he called that one the hermit. And I really have sort of turned into the hermit, but I do have the social side, and it felt like a celebration. It felt like people were making the effort to the gestures or something, that is very important to me. The cats, and for my cats, and for me, cat related, and for somebody you hardly, only known for 3 months or 4 months, to go to all of this. And I told them this, and I meant it, and I said it in the podcast before, is that, and I think I told them that my out-of-province cat rescuer friend had said when I was buying this house and I found out there were ferals, and she had said, the ferals don't realize it yet, but they've won the lottery in terms of who's buying the house. That I would really look after them, and she knew that. But I told them, and I said this in the last podcast, I do believe that I have won the lottery, with this house. Not just because of the house, and not just because the ferals who came with the house, who I truly love, but for the amazing neighbors, And I am going to get I'm going to have to ask my Toronto cat rescue friend about making up T-shirts, because I have to get one made up, best neighbors ever, But then I can't give it to them, because then they'll say I'm the best neighbor. But they were actually the best neighbors that one can imagine. I just can't wrap my head around how amazing these humans are, and they're cat people, and they're, the parents of Jack, and the trouble that they went to, and the wrapping. Okay, I'm just going to, just appreciate this, just go with it. And I got to go out, and the poor ferals, I haven't fed them. Well, it's a couple of hours late, and they're going to get lots of treats, because we've got all kinds of things of their auntie and uncle from next door, and they're kind of related to because they've adopted the ferals' bio sibling and the bio son. So I guess the neighbors are kind of adopted family to their bio family. So I'll have to tell them that their bio siblings' parents have brought all of this stuff for all of us, Thank you very much. That's all I have to say. I just touched. That's all, And my friends also, my cat rescue friends are not going to. But I don't, I think they know, because my Toronto one, I'm not going to say the names, but has the same first name as the neighbor, as the wife. And she was like, when I said I had awesome neighbors, she was like, it was not surprising with that name, So it's just like, I'm touched. And now I have to live up to my T-shirt, and I have to go feed the outside ones. The inside ones are playing with the toys, and I just fed them all over the place. I didn't even, formally. I just like put a bowl here and I put a bowl there, and I'm like going here, have this. These are the gifts that are amazing. Our best neighbors ever have brought for us. Your auntie and uncle. So again, I'm going to go feed the ferals, and then I'm just going to bask in this. And I'm like puss, with the discovering that I've come out of the dark forest, and the friends and neighbors are the reason to stay out of the dark forest. Bye for now. Hello everybody, I'm out feeding the ferals, and this Peanut. Hi, Peanut. And I hadn't plugged this in, the heater thing, because earlier it wasn't that cold, and then it did start to freeze, so I'm going to turn on the heat. When it's cold, I turn on the thing, When it's not cold, I just leave it natural. Now, that's Peanut. And Peanut, we had a visit from your son, your bio son, who is now adopted by our amazing neighbors. We had a visit, and they brought some wonderful gifts for all of us, for myself, for the three of y'all, and for the inside kids. So I've got some of the flavors that they brought. I'm going to put them into the bowls, and one of their own flavors as well, and some of the applause. So this is our Christmas solstice, New Year's, Bass Day celebration, from your bio son's adopted parents, and the thought is very important, and I'm still touched. I'm still, I'm talking. Why am I talking to you? You're deaf, but it doesn't matter. I don't think you really. I think you know what I'm saying, So yes, the other one, I saw Bcee go running that way, and Jill I haven't seen in a bit. So whenever I don't see one of them for a little bit, I start worrying. That's what I do. But anyway, sweetheart, let me get your. I'm sorry that it's a bit late. Dinner is a bit late because I was socializing with wonderful, wonderful, wonderful humans. There are some humans that are, really cats. So I was socializing with the amazing, amazing humans, and we're going to get video. I mean, it's a bit cold. I'm going to turn everything on. The shelter's on. And I did talk to the husband, who knows a lot about these things, about possibly getting. Yeah, they have the heated shelters, but I want a little bit more heating for them in there. So we're gonna. Oh, my gloves, my plastic gloves are flying. So, sweetheart, Daddy's going to stop. Feral cat dad is. Yeah, I'm your dad. So Daddy's going to stop talking and feed you. And don't worry. Them applause, and some of the lobster one, and some of the other one. And look, Peanut is, yes, sweetheart, I know you're hungry. It's 2 hours past feeding time. But that's because something very, very, very important is happening. We had visitors, human visitors, your bio son's adoptive parents. So it's very important. So, and they brought all kinds of stuff. I'm giving you some applause. Wait. Yeah, at least she's not hissing at me yet. Sometimes if you don't give her right up. Okay, I'm going to shut up, sweetheart. I'm going to shut up. Okay, there's Bcee. Okay, I'll put it there because if I put it here, she won't eat while I'm out, but she'll eat there. I haven't seen Jill yet today, and that always worries me. She'll be fine, but I just like to see all three of them in a day. So you're a big one, aren't you? You're your auntie and uncle from next door. We're talking about how big you are. Which is good. It's good. If you enjoy food, eat. I give them applause and some lobster flavored, wellness, and some other treats that our wonderful, wonderful neighbors brought. Your bio family's adoptive parents. So enjoy. Good night. Good night, sweetie. See you in the morning. Love you. Good night, Peanut. See you in the morning, sweetie. Love you. Good night, Jill. I hope you're okay. I hope you're here somewhere, or maybe in one of the shelters next door. They have a shelter too, but or somewhere. But just please be safe, Jill. And I hope you're just being shy. So sometimes you can see her like right in the bush, but I don't see her right now. So don't see her there. So anyway, she'll be okay. I mean, she'll be fine. So Jill, wherever you are, if you're hiding there, there's lots of food here, and I've plugged in the heated bowls because it is cold again. So, and I've plugged in the heated shelters, and they've had treats, gifts from our celebratory gifts from our wonderful, wonderful neighbors. So good night, sweetie. See you in the morning. Love you. Good night, sweetie. See you in the morning. Love you. Good night, Jill. Jill, please, come and eat. Come and take shelter. It's very cold. You should really be in a heated shelter tonight. So, Jill, hope you're okay. See you in the morning. Love you. Everybody, it's a couple of hours later, and I'm still sort of in shock and awe. I'm still processing what happened. That people that I don't know all that well. 3 months or 4 months being neighbors and kind of waving, and they've helped me out a lot by looking after the ferals when we went out of town, and they've just been there. Just knowing they've been there has been pretty amazing. But the fact that they went to so much trouble to get things that are just perfect, the thought that went behind each and every single one of those gifts is mind-boggling. It's the kind of thing that my friends who I've known for years do, and these are people I've known for 3 or 4 months. That just the fact that people like that exist in the world is a huge, huge push for me. So. Anyway, so I'm just processing all of that. And I was going to write a thank you text, but I can't, that's not going to be sufficient. So I'm just going to, I'm going to edit and post this podcast tonight or tomorrow. I'm just going to post it. It's going to be, I'm going to make it public because I do everything publicly. But, some of the things that, some of the slithering party things, I don't give explicit details just because, just a little bit too, there are legal issues and stuff. But this kind of thing, and I do guarantee anonymity. I will not say anybody's name or show them or anything like that. And I actually lost a friend over that a while back, who had to say to me, don't say this in a podcast, don't use my name. And, I don't even mention cats' names. I have mentioned Jack's name next door. I have, But I don't think Jack minds. I think that's kind of with permission of Jack. Jack gave me permission for that, And he's related to my friend also. But other than that, I will not, I do not show people, friends, neighbors, family. I mention them anonymously, So that's what, I'm just going to post this. Maybe even tonight. I was very hungry because I only had like 2 eggs in the morning after, with the car stuff going on, and then I walked all the way from there back here, and then from here back to there, and so that was like, I think 2.5 miles, 3 miles, which for me, in the cold, that was a lot. So I had built up an appetite. And I had some chips while my friends, neighbors were over, before they came, because I was very hungry. And then I started choking on them. So anyway, I had to drink cola too. Now there's something about that too, but I won't mention it here because that will sort of, that's a little, that's about the neighbors, and so I won't mention anything that identifies, them in terms of the work they do or anything like that. I'm just not going to. As I said, actually, I used to change names of cats. My out of province friend had a cat named Fire, and I think I can mention it now. Had a cat named Fire who used to go on excursions when I did. He's cleaned up. He stopped, but I used to, he was cleaner much longer than I was. but I changed his name in the podcast. I changed it to Flame, So, but now I'm like, I'll use cats' names, but not human names, obviously, So that's what I'm gonna just edit and post this thing, as a thanks to the best neighbors ever, and that's all I have to say. So from the 7 of us, from the 3 ferals, and I won't feel entirely comfortable until I see Jill, So I haven't seen her all day, and I didn't see her in the evening, and I'm just a little worried. And also, I think maybe because I didn't feed them on time, it was like a couple of hours later, and anything that's out of schedule for the ferals, for cats, kind of throws them off. So I'm pretty sure she's okay. She's, they've survived this long, 10, 12 years, and they're careful. But I just don't feel great until I've seen all 3 of the outside ones in a day, So I will check again in the shed later, I go to say goodnight to them. I've already said goodnight, but when I say goodnight again, I just gotta go check. So that's what's happening. So from the 7 of us, from those, from the 3 inside, and they got a lot of gifts. You got a lot of gifts from your auntie and uncle next door. A lot of wonderful, thoughtful gifts, and the gourmet foods that you like. And the fussy cat and all of that stuff, and the Peruva, just amazing, So thanks to the best neighbors ever from Lcee, who was actually around and playing with them. He's gone into there, So from Lcee, from Finn, from Agita, sitting on her cat bed on the dining table, because she wants to, so she likes the dining table, so you got a cat bed for it, obviously, for the table. And from the 3 ferals, who got gifts as well, from Peanut. Now the problem is you see me, not the shed, but unless I turn off all the lights and everything. So from Peanut, again you see me. So from Peanut, you can see the shed. There's the door. So also from Peanut, Bcee, and Jill. So from the 3 ferals, and the 3 domestic kids, Lcee, Agita, and Finn, and myself, the nuttiest, craziest of professors, returning sort of in between, in that zone in between domestic cat and feral cat, but gestures like today's push me closer to domestic than feral, returned. And I was going on about puss, symbolism as puss, the heroic journey, all that kind of stuff. And they understand it, and they accept it, and they so just incredible humans, part cat, they're too great to be just humans. So they got some cat and some symbolic cat stuff. So, and well, the cow parents. So so that's what happens. So from the anybody who refers to themselves as parents to cats, they are the supreme species for the nutty prof with the fear, the best, supposedly, best cat dad ever, best feral cat dad ever. And now I happen to have, I am not myself, but I happen to have the best neighbors ever. Okay? From the 7 of us, thank you. Thank you to the best neighbors ever. And I'm just going to finish eating. I had this, what was it? Cauliflower gnocchi. Now, I said it once and somebody corrected me and they said, it's not gnocchi, it's gnocchi or something like that. Or gnocchi. You have to go gnocchi, something like that. I don't know, whatever. It's not great. It was like frozen, and I don't know if I cooked it enough. It comes in one of those little packet thingies, So, but I'm having that, and now I'm going to have my, again, tricking my friendship and gestures, I'm going to have the amazing pepper jelly with the bun, So, from the 7 of us, all 7 of us, thanks, and thanks to my friends and my new friends, my neighbors. Best neighbors ever. Bye for now.